Hello. Recent graduates of human resources bachelor's degree often anticipate starting their career in businesses having this picture in their mind. Shackled to their desk, like a typical 9-to-5 office worker, having a big pile of papers on their desk, sitting at a computer, screening CVs, or responding to emails. Now, what I would like you to do is to imagine yourself in their shoes for a moment, screening CVs one by one, having the fear that you will skip a few. Can you feel the level of responsibility that you have in your hands? The pressure of making the right choice? And there he is, the perfect profile for the need, the perfect candidate in front of you. You contact him, arrange his tests and interview, and the results show you that he is the most suitable candidate for the position. You request from him his official papers. However, the candidate requests a face-to-face meeting with you prior to sending his documents. Many questions come to your mind when you ask yourself, why? Why he would like to arrange a meeting instead of just sending them through an email. On a sunny Thursday afternoon, the candidate arrives to your office, your space, your comfort zone. He knocks and enters your door. He stands in front of the desk near your office door, having a big brown envelope in his hands. You welcome him, offer him a cup of coffee or cup of tea, and extend your hand to take the envelope. You open the envelope, perplexed. You look at him, and you try to hide your confusion. You know, this type of confusion which lasts only seconds until you figure out how to respond to the scenarios that you built in your head. But then, you decide to own your moment, like a boss, but you fail again. You fall in a confused state of mind. You don't know what to ask, how to ask if the papers are his, and he tells you, showing the papers in your hands, I used to be her, but here I am now. And only then you would understand that the person standing in front of you is a transgender. And only then you would understand why the person requested a face-to-face meeting. And after an awkward moment of silence, the candidate tells you, I would understand if you would like to withdraw the offer. What would your answer be in this situation? This is how my journey of learning and change started. I was working as a freelance recruiter, trying to identify a candidate for a company. No matter how many years of experience I had in my life, it was the first time experience for me to encounter this situation. I was almost speechless. I had absence of knowledge in this area and absolutely no idea how to deal with it. I was literally out of my comfort zone. I couldn't know what to do. But I did know that I wanted to help a human being to find his career path. Let us be a bit more realistic. If it is a new experience for you, you cannot hide your confusion. You cannot hide your facial expressions unless you're a good actor, and I'm not. I don't think I am. I wouldn't be even considered for movie auditions. The next step was to contact the HR and the CEO of the company to explain to them the situation. I decided to meet the HR and the CEO in person, the very same way the candidate decided to meet me, the very same way I was approached. Fast forward, HR and the CEO of the company were very supportive of the idea, but they did have concerns about the challenges that their company might be facing. I took an extra mile, an initiative to contact lawyers insurance companies and tax consultants to understand best practices to recruit such a candidate. I even attended sexual orientation and gender identity workshops. I do understand that not all HR professionals would like to go there, but believe me, it was really interesting for me. During my journey, and it was a learning journey for me, I discovered that you do not break the law when you recruit transgenders in Lebanon. I also discovered many challenges that they are facing professionally and in their personal life. Let me tell you a bit about these challenges. Insurance companies, they do not pay their hospital fees. University degree, they cannot graduate from the university unless they change their name fully. If they graduate during their transition, they will not be able to change their degree, which will be issued with their current official name. It will be somehow impossible to change it at a later stage. Bullying, their workplace is already a very harsh environment, and specifically if their information is leaked. How about the employment contracts? How do we draft them? To make it legal, their contracts should be reflecting their current official name, but it also should include their name which they have selected for themselves. I heard so many stories about transgenders trying to find jobs, any job, to put food on their table. Many of them had this opportunity. Their journey started, but it was snatched from them just because their physical appearance does not match their papers. Benefits such as insurance, a day off during the week, are the ones which I have given to employees I have recruited in my life. I didn't understand the utmost importance of these benefits until I saw the bigger picture. The one which showed me that the hopes and dreams for some people could be actually any job, but including these benefits. Can you imagine? Their transition is not a choice. They undergo a sex reassignment surgery to make their gender legal. And there are so many countries who support that. You know why? Because it's necessary. It is essential for them to lead their lives normally. In January 2016, the Court of Appeal of Beirut granted an opportunity for a transgender man to change his papers legally, and they granted him access to privacy. Again, it is the little or no knowledge we have, or our unwillingness to acquire this knowledge is what leads us to uncertainty. It leads us to be out of our comfort zone. You see, the culture of the workplace does not change on its own. We need to walk the path together. If the culture of the company or the organization is not transgender welcoming, then human resources plays a huge role to actively change that. I'm not saying that HR professionals discriminate intentionally or unintentionally against candidates, but if we don't have any information about this topic, it would cloud our judgment and we would turn a blind eye. Every human being has the right to work, and this is recognized by Universal Declaration of Human Rights and international human rights law. This talk is not only about my journey of learning and change. It might be the journey of others who are part of businesses and who are part of recruitment panels and managers. We need to constantly remember that it is the people that we should be really caring about. You might be in this situation now or in the future. You might see these challenges by your friends, facing these challenges by your friends, siblings, children one day. All I'm asking you is to have a strong foundation with an open heart and an open mind when the winds of change shift. I'm asking you to accept human beings as they are, to change your lives while changing the lives of the others. Every human being laughs and cries the same way. And no matter how we look like, and no matter what we think, it takes a human heart to accept a human being. Not that. No matter what we look like and no matter what we think, it really takes a human heart to accept human beings as they are and to be part of this society. You see, we shouldn't be stuck at the comfort of our computers and phones and technology. And maybe we should take a little bit of risk and meet the human, because the word human is, in fact, the main aspect of human resources. Thank you.